Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. I hope you're all doing well. Today, we'll be going to, I can't form a sentence. We're going to try to finish Database Detective. Based on what I saw on How Long to Beat, it's supposed to only take about 8 hours, but you know me. As a streamer, I have to read everything and also take twice as long. So yeah, it's probably going to take much longer than 8 hours. If we don't finish it this week, there's always next week. As a reminder for the schedule for the rest of this week, this is the last stream for this week. I'll be kind of taking a little break of sorts. I do have some shorts that I have queued up, so they'll be coming out later this week. So you'll at least have something to watch. Hopefully you'll find them entertaining. I don't know. But they're shorts from the Mermaid Mask, from some of my playthrough from the Mermaid Mask and Desktop Explorer. So yeah, I don't know. I feel particularly proud of them. Hopefully they will do well. So next week, I'm also not sure if I'm going to be playing early next week. I do know that I will be definitely playing on the August 6th, Thursday. That's when Sovereign Tower comes out, and I'll definitely be playing. I'll try to play, definitely have subsequent streams of that afterward. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try to find some place to sneak in some other games. Instant of Galley House is definitely on the list there. So yeah. Okay. So I don't know if my brain has woken up from for today, but let's see if it's functional enough to write some SQL queries in Database Detective. All right. So I guess some comments about I'll make some comments about this game if you haven't been caught up yet. So how this game presents itself is you are working for a police department, but as the game has progressed, the world building has sort of slowly teased and come out a little bit, and we're getting the sense that the police department we're working for is very corrupt. There's a lot of humor injected, like a lot of sarcasm and stuff. So a lot of this you're not supposed to take too seriously. But the country and city that we worked for, it's all under a dictatorship, under a dictator named Zoran. So, we live in Calazorania and live in the city of Los Zorangeles. And it seems like they punish people for the most minor crimes, hence the title. And it's giving me a lot of, I think I mentioned this before, a little bit of Orwell vibes. I'm talking about the game Orwell, if you've never heard of that, and also Papers, Please as well. So very authoritarian dictatorship here. We should probably play some music. Yeah, let's get some music going here. And we should probably... I'm going to actually recap this thing, because I've forgotten. Let's replay this.
That'll teach her not to spread lies on the internet. At the very least, you should spread lies in person. Obviously, that would still be illegal and disgusting, of course, but it's certainly braver and much cooler. But anyways, this next case is a bit more of a personal favor. See, my kid spends a lot of time on what they call online multiplayer video games. You heard of these things? Crazy stuff. Recently, he got into one called The Legends of New Hampshire. Problem is, apparently his character got ambushed or something, and he lost some valuable virtual items. Anyways, he's been crying about it all week, so if you could solve this case for me, I'd appreciate it. On your computer, you'll find a log of everyone who got damaged in that Hampshire game on the day my kid's character died. He also sketched out the virtual item he lost because, well, he thought it was important. I also attached a photo of my kid crying, just to show you what I have to deal with these days. Hopefully, though, After you solve this case, I won't have to deal with that anymore.
Okay, it seems like we're solving a personal favor of the chief of police. We have a damage log of this MMORPG game, so we can take a look at it. There's a timestamp. This is very common in games, so it's a very simple timestamp. I think this might just be the hour and minute, though, based on how I'm interpreting this. Character damaged. Oh, I see. It's only the damage that they take, so not the damage that they deal with. So we have Slime Head. Oh, I see. It's also counting damage of all NPCs. So you can see that there's PC names like Jeffrey or Trader 15, but there's also NPCs numbered here. Interesting. Okay. It's a pretty big table, I have to say. Let's check the clues here. Oh, there's his kid. You died. Excalibur 32. Okay, that's their username. New Hampshire.wiki/dying. Oh, I should probably check that out. Check the wiki. Stolen weapon. My weapon. A flaming sword with a purple hilt. And there's the thief. It's not very nondescript there. Okay. Let's check out this game. Let's check out the wiki. New Hampshire.wiki. The Legends of New Hampshire Wiki. Welcome to the unofficial wiki. Okay. Yes, we know this game wasn't sold as advertised and is missing lots of content, but we are still an active, growing community. If you're new and curious about the game, take a look at the articles below to learn more. Developer RB Studios Fantasyland Games, publisher. Released December 10th, 1997. Bugs reported 341,978. Bugs fixed 2. Classic. Oh, this looks... All these pages look... Oh, boy. Oh, no. There's a... information overload. Look at all this. Oh, no. Part of me kind of wants to go through all of it, but that's going to take a long time. I'm going to say... Let's go through the pages as we come across them, as we need to. So we're not going to just go through all the wiki. I mean, you know, I don't know if you've done this yourself, but I don't know if you've ever gone down the rabbit hole of some topic and you go to a wiki and then you just read everything about it. I'm very tempted to, it's very tempting to do so right now, but for the purposes of time, and again, this is not the... So I read on like how I was figuring out how many cases are in the game. The developer of this, not this game, not New Hampshire, but Database Detective, they said there were 8, and we've done. There's 8 chapters on the cover. We did an introductory a case that didn't involve this book at all. So I guess maybe it might be possible. Maybe the next case is the last one. I don't know, based on this. Maybe the first one was kind of like a gimme. Let's also... Yeah, we did chapter 6 last time. Let's do chapter 7 now. Chapter 7. Operator Overload. Let me minimize this. Now that you've learned all of the major components of a SQL query, your job is done. You've learned everything. Haha, just kidding. Imagine if that were the case. Haha, life is hell. There's always more to learn, so let's learn more operators and get into more detail about how operators work. Like? Instead of using the equals operator to select columns that exactly match a text value, we can use the like operator to select columns that contains part of a text value. This operator can be useful when we don't know exactly what we want to select, but do know certain words or characters that the final result should have. Here's an example below of how it's used. So this one is actually used in a lot of searches as well. If you don't have all the characters, it basically is a partials. You can use this sort of like query for partial search. I actually worked on a personal project, recently where I actually use a lot of these like queries. So this one says first name like S and %sign. This query gets all the first names that start with the letter S. The % character represents the rest of the text. If this like condition used %s, then this query would get all first names that end with s. So % is like a wildcard. Without the % character, the like operator would function the same as the equals operator. So it sounds like we're going to definitely use that at some point during the case. We're going to get some partial information, and we're going to do some searches. Or, actually, we've already used this before, even before we've even used it. Unlike the AND keyword, which ensures all combined conditions are true for each row in the final result, combining conditions with the OR keyword ensures that just one of the conditions need to be true for each row in the result. That should be pretty straightforward. Order of operations, okay. SQL follows the standard order of operations, also called precedence, where operators are evaluated from left to right in the following order. Any operators inside parentheses, okay, brackets, multiple, division, modulo, addition, subtraction. So I learned there's a lot of acronyms. If you went through elementary school, they use a lot of acronyms to really drive this into your brain. The one I learned, and I live in Canada, the acronym that we learned was called BEDMAS. And so BEDMAS. So B is brackets, and then exponents, which are not really relevant here, but E for exponents, and then division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. In this case, the order of multiplication, division, multiplication doesn't matter. It's just that you have to make sure that these three operators, multiplication, division, and modulo, are before you do any sort of addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction should be the last thing. Yeah, so when evaluating conditions in the where or having statements, the AND keyword gets evaluated before the OR keyword. Good to know. For example, take a look at the table to the right. If we had a query like the one below, the result would be the same table due to the AND being evaluated first. Okay. So select star column 1 is 1, or column 2 is 2, and column 3 is 3. This can be visualized by adding parentheses around the conditions next to the AND operator, like below. So AND first and then OR. If you'd like to evaluate the OR keyword first, you put the, then if you want OR, you put the parentheses around column 1 and column 2. Okay, good to know. Distinct. I've used this before. When selecting columns, the distinct keyword can be used to ensure no duplicate rows appear in the final result. Distinct can also be used inside aggregate functions to only apply the function on unique values within a column. For example, this query to the right gives us the total number of first names in the people table without counting the duplicates. Okay, sounds like we're gonna need to use that keyword as well. A summary. Oh, what's this? Wow, you've learned so much about SQL. Learning about all these different operators, statements, concepts. Are you doing all right? You might want to consider slowing down. Learning all of this in one sitting might be too much concentrated knowledge for a single person to process, let alone for a database detective to process. This could result in neuron overcapacitation, the #1 cause of death for us database detectives. This is due to our abnormally sparse brain activity, as people in our profession have 75% less neurons than normal people. I wonder if the developer is talking from experience here. Is he saying that he has 75% less neurons? Or maybe some of the coworkers he's worked with have 75% less neurons. Sounds like commentary. Alright, so the only thing we have to go off is pretty much this screenshot. We can look at the wiki in a sec here, but basically we're trying to find the culprit who, I guess, killed their character. So let's, yeah, we want to look up, let's look up who damaged him. It could be a lot of them. So select star from damage log. And then where? Oh, and the character damage needs to match the Excalibur 32. Okay, we come back with nine rows. 9 rows. One thing I wish they did here, because you usually see this in when you're working with databases, is the number of rows that are returned. Otherwise, I have to I could do a count, use the count aggregate function, but it would be nice if they just showed the number of rows here, but oh well. So 9 times Excalibur 32 was damaged. It was between 1331 and 1351, so the span of 20 minutes. We have, now, conveniently, their damage logs do not say who damaged them. It only shows the damage taken and the weapon used. So at the moment we have 4 suspect weapons, a rusted pitchfork, cursed scythe, cursed sword, and rare rusted dagger. Actually, are we dealing with multiple suspects here? It's first-degree murder of a player-controlled virtual character? Wait a minute. If this was a law, that means people could kill VTubers and then get charged with it. Hope they don't get killed here. So, so it seems like the killing blow was the rare rusted dagger. So yeah, let's look around the wiki. We have, it's pointing to us the dying play page. I'm actually kind of curious about this. Dying. Actually, is there a more an overview of this? Classes, weapons. No, these are very specific things. So let's go through this. Dying is generally considered not great. Citation needed. The same holds true in the Legends of New Hampshire, as dying leaves your currently equipped weapons vulnerable to being looted until you respawn the next day, when the servers open at 6 a.m. Oh, it's a very specific time. Step 1. Do not get killed. Is that... Oh. That's it. There's nothing else on this wiki page. I thought there was going to be more of a process described here, but... Okay. 6 a.m. That might be useful information to know. So they were killed 1351, so that'd be 1:51 in the afternoon. 1:51 p.m. Let's look up this. Let's look up weapons. Weapons are equipable items that modify the base damage dealt to enemies or other players and are obtained through either random drops or trading. Since the random drop process happens quite rarely, most players trade to obtain better weapons. Some weapons have special effects and or qualities that modify its appearance. While weapon effects alter weapon damage, weapon qualities are purely cosmetic and provide no gameplay benefit other than increasing a weapon's trade value. So I'm going to guess that the weapon the kid had, not the weapon used, but the weapon that was stolen was a rare weapon based on that. A flaming sword. So I guess we can also try to find criminality based on this, because someone must have stolen that weapon. But it's possible, I have a strange feeling. Someone might have stolen the kid's weapon and then traded it away. And then the person who received that weapon would not have any knowledge that, it was stolen, right? So we have to be careful here and to not point the finger, to not just accuse them right away. The person who has the weapon right now, because they probably got it traded here. So let's see. So burning plus, that's the most damage. So it was a rare burning sword plus 4 damage. Okay, so we're we had a little bit of this in the Bookwalker yesterday, but it's not a set amount of damage. It is a probability. So it could be, so a sword could be 6 to 8, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, 4 to 6. But the thing is, based on what I'm seeing, equipable items that modify the base damage. What about this might not be the whole picture in terms of damage, though. So, unfortunately, I think we have to read the rest of the wiki. I'm going to go back to classes here. I don't know if this is relevant. You see there's a damage here as well. There are 4 classes in the Legends of New Hampshire, which can only be chosen during character creation at the start of the game. This choice has one of the biggest impacts on gameplay as it determines how much damage your character can do. However, damage seems to be the only thing that differs between classes, meaning that there is no gameplay benefit of choosing a class that does less damage. It is unclear whether this is intentional. Oh, okay. The Rogue. The Rogue functions as an assassin class, opting for burst damage instead of consistent damage dealing. This is shown through the Rogue's special ability, First Strike, which automatically attacks for double damage if striking first. Did we see that in here? I'm assuming that the characters they're attacking don't switch their weapons. I think that's... Well, maybe we'll see if that assumption holds. I'm not really seeing... If the First Strike ability was here, then I'd probably see a little bump up for their First Strike. The First Strike on Excalibur 32, but I'm not seeing that here. The damage levels are pretty consistent here. Except, maybe this Rusted Dagger might have been a First Strike. We don't know. So damage 8 to 10, which automatically attacks for double damage if striking. Oh, that's a big... Yeah, I'm not seeing double damage here, as far as I can tell here. The Warrior. Recommended for most players, the Warrior has the highest base damage of all classes, opting for a playstyle that focuses on dealing damage consistently. The Warrior has no special ability, but makes up for this with overall durability and versatility. Base damage of 10 to 12. The Wizard is a class that should never be chosen due to their weak base damage output and lack of a special ability. Since magic was never implemented in this game, it is questionable why this class was even included in the first place. Wow. Talk about rushing a release out the door. The game's release. They took the whole magic system is completely gone. And of course, the Bard. Similar to the Wizard, the Bard is also a class that should never be chosen due to their weak base damage output. The Bard's special ability, Sing, has no gameplay effect other than playing a song at random intervals. It is unclear whether this is intentional. Wow. Okay. So classes, weapons. I wonder if this is reflective of the developers. Maybe the developer liked MMOs and maybe played a lot of World of Warcraft or similar games. Let's look up combat. Okay, this looks a little more complicated. The Legends of New Hampshire utilizes a turn-based combat system based around these 6 rules. 1. There can only be 2 combatants per combat encounter. Okay, so that means... I guess it's 4 separate combat encounters. Player characters initiating combat always attack first. Non-player enemy characters never attack first. Combat ends only when one of the two combatants dies. The only time players cannot heal or equip new weapons is during combat. Okay, that confirms my assumption. They can't switch their weapon during combat. Entering a new location forces a non-player enemy combat. Oh, forces a non-player enemy combat encounter. Huh. Damage log. The game's damage log displays each instance of damage taken from all characters starting from whence the servers open. Oh, so everyone can see... Ah, okay. I guess that's why we have a database table. When an enemy character is damaged, they are added to the damage log with a unique ID next to their name. Okay. Combat damage. A character's class and equipped weapon determines their maximum and minimum damage values. When a character attacks, a random damage value from this range is dealt. For example, the wizard to the right will deal anywhere from 10 to 13 points of damage due to their class and equipped weapon, an electrified mace. Currently, the rogue is the only class with a special ability for strike that modifies combat damage. Every other class solely relies on their equipped weapon and base class stats for damage. Okay. Straightforward. So, effect damage, base weapon damage. So this would be 3 to 4. Effect damage, 3 to 5. So the lowest possible damage is 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. 4 plus 1 is 5. That's 10. Okay. So let's reconstruct the scene here. Let me get my notes out for this. We can probably delete all this right now. Okay. So we have Rusted Pitchfork 2. Pitchfork. It's not one of these weapons. MP. Is that an NPC, perhaps? Yeah. That's my guess, because this doesn't seem... I mean, there's a dagger. No, there's no pitchforks here, so this... And rusted... Yeah, something... Yeah, pitchfork's not on here. I'm not sure. Not sure what that means. Cursed Scythe. Oh, we don't know what scythe is. And we also... Oh, okay. I think we're... We don't have all the information here. We don't know what a pitchfork is. We don't know what the cursed effect does. So I'll write these down here. Cursed Scythe seems to be 16 to 18 based on that. And then the Cursed Sword, which seems to be 20 to 22. The ranges don't seem to go anywhere beyond... It could be, you know, for all we know, the range could be larger than this. But we'll go with that sample size for now. And then the rare rusted dagger. Again, rarity doesn't affect the... It doesn't affect the like damage, but it just affects the trade value. So it's a 9. If it's rusted, that means there's a -2. How to really show this. Rusted -2 damage. And dagger is 2 to... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. This must be... Dagger is 2 to 4. I think we have to add their... This, to me, seems like a rogue first strike, because... Well, actually, it might not be. It could just be a regular class, like... Let me look at this here. So we're looking for... Minus... If it's rusted, then it's really actually... 0 to 2 damage. Alright, so the modifier for this weapon is 0 to 2. And then you add that on to the class damage, which it could be If it's rogue, it's 8 to 10 plus 0 to 2. 8 to 10 plus... Hit that onto 0 to 2. This thing kind of doesn't make sense, but... Which turns it into 8 to 12. Which isn't within range. But remember, this is the first strike. It automatically happens. It's not something we can turn off. So I don't think this is the rogue. If it was the rogue, the damage would have been something like 18 or some around that range. So not the rogue. It can't be the warrior because the base damage is already past that. So not the rogue, not the warrior. It would have to be... Let's try the wizard here. 3 to 4 plus 0 to 2. That gets us to 3 to 6. Nope. It probably is the bard then. So, bard. So 6 to 8 damage plus 0 to 2 gives us 6 to 10 damage. Yeah. So 9 is that's the only one that really fits here. So we're looking for a bard. And they also do a sing ability at random intervals, so that should be a dead giveaway. I don't know if can we go play the game ourselves? I don't know if we can go in there. Is there no other? Yeah, I'm not seeing any other information here. So we're dealing with a bard with a rare rusted dagger. I guess we're gonna have to read through this. What is this? Quests. In New Shire City, players can accept a daily quest from the shopkeeper inside the city's square. Interestingly, this shopkeeper doesn't speak English, but instead speaks the fictional fantasy language of Hamp. Every day, the shopkeeper will ask you one of 4 things. Dippity zow flippity flop boobity bop. Translation: kill 3 slime fathers in the swamplands. Dippity zow flippity foo bobbity bip. Kill 6 slime heads in the swamplands. Diddly dee skippity bebop boobity bop. Kill 5 skeletal warriors in the dark forest. Diddly dee zippity boobity bip. Kill 2 corrupted in dark forest. What the hell? Do I need to try and do some translation here? If you accept and complete this shopkeeper's quest, he will give you 10 gold. You can use this gold to purchase Vit Juice for 8 gold, which restores health, or Mana Juice for 5 gold, which does nothing since there's no such thing as magic or mana in this game. Jeez. Okay. Locations. I feel like this is not relevant yet, unless there's something... Did the chief mention any sort of location in game? Nope. Which doesn't, yeah, kind of makes sense. I don't think the parent understands very much about the game at all, so... Location, and I'll look at locations when we need to. We have enemies, slime father... Ah... Okay, so this explains the rusted pitchfork. It is an NPC. Sometimes lost peasants, sometimes folks get lost after taking long walks away from the big city. Will never attack first. Uses a rusted pitchfork as a weapon. So the kid attacked this innocent lost peasant, and the pitchfork guy tried to trying to hit back, so lost peasant. And then, oh, I see. Okay, so these ones are, the other ones are NPCs as well. So Cursed Scythe would be the corrupted. Yep, that is 16 to 18. And then, do I have to? So I'm only seeing the damage taken by Excalibur 32, but I might have to look up these timestamps and look around them to look for the damage taken by the NPCs. It'll basically show a back and forth between the two, and then maybe from this I can. I mean, from this alone, I can probably calculate how much HP they had, or at least the range. So, I wish I had a calculator. Well, I guess I could, technically. Assuming that they don't heal or anything, right? So this total here is 134. Okay. And then the Cursed Sword is a skeletal warrior. Oh, also I forgot that this notepad is quite. I don't have a scroll here, so I have to be careful about how much space I'm using here. And then other players can attack them. Okay. Joining a guild. Although not officially a part of the game, guilds are a common way to find a community, complete quests as a team, and get a good deal on weapons. Here you can find some of the most popular guilds in the game to join and trade from. Guilds typically have requirements for new members before they can join. These requirements depend on the nature of the guild, but some examples include requiring members to be a certain class or paying a monthly fee. Are these... Oh. Oh, I see. This is how we're going to get some information here. Can we figure out... I'm guessing... I don't know. I guess we have to figure out Excalibur 32, if they show up in any of these. Which guild they belong to, maybe? And then also the people who attacked them. See if they have... They're in here, but we don't know their identity yet. And there's no, unfortunately, yeah, there's no information on that screenshot of what guild they had joined. Let's see. I guess we just have to go through these. Unless, actually, let me check this last page here. How to trade. In the Legends of New Hampshire, players are given the in-game option to transfer weapons to other accounts. This is how players trade, which is the most common way to obtain weapons of rarer qualities other than killing other players. Step 1. Find someone to trade with. Most players trade in-game around the city square. Some guilds offer safe trading experiences. View a list of guilds here. Look up players to trade with through their profile at legendsofnewhampshire.com/search. I think we're going to check that in a sec. Determine who will go first with the trade. If you're trading with a guild, you will typically go first, follow through with the trade. Most traders link their pay-up account in their player profile. So what? A pay-up? Are they actually trading money for these items? Wow. Okay. Jeez. All right. Let's use a search function for Excalibur. Excalibur 32, Warrior class. I mostly play this game for the trading, also trying to join as many guilds as I can. Member of Lore-Loving Merchants and Cash Boys. There we go. There's our... I'm going to put this on the... Let's put this here. So Excalibur 32. Lore-Loving... Can I copy this? Nope. Lore-lovin' merchants. Cash boys. Oops. Also selling guild passwords. Oh no, this kid is... Send me an offer here or in the Lore-lovin' merchants forum. A bit of a... So he's in the guild and he's selling people that... Oh, that's not good. Here's his pay up account. Send payment, request payment. Oh, I don't have an account. Oh, you just get again, privacy doesn't seem to exist here. I can log in though. It's interesting. So we have Excalibur's pay up transaction history. I'm guessing... I see. Okay, so this is from the perspective of him, so Just Blue is paying him 80, and then he's spending that 80 to Cash Boys. June membership payment. Okay. So what? Are they... This is real money. They're spending money, real money. What the hell? Okay. So who are we got here? Just Blue for your stuff. Smart Sue, Money Man. Trade off. He spent 10 to Mr. Peasant. Entrance fee. Oh wait, this is in... It's in descending date order. So that the most recent one is actually up here. The oldest one is down here. So buying uncommon axe. 3 packs of... Leroy. I see that reference there. So he entered Cash Boys. I see. Okay. I feel like I kind of like this game in the sense that it's not just all database. It's a lot of it is trying to just read information, like just trolling around. It does remind me a little bit of the Ratline, a bit, or Root Trees. The Root Trees are dead. I do kind of like it actually. It's just that it just adds a SQL query mechanic into it. Okay, I'm going to check out the guilds. So let's go to... Sorry, I'm just trying to... Lore-lovin' merchants. Oh, okay, well, actually Cash Boys first. This is more than a gaming guild. It's a modern-day money-making opportunity. Come join your new family. Sounds like a crime family to me. Payments go to payup./paycashboys. You can download their transaction history. Pay our one-time $50 entrance fee and then a monthly membership of at least $25. Passwords must not be sold. New members. Oh, there's a members table. Okay. And there's a forum, but we don't know the passcode. Huh. Okay. And the other one was Lore-lovin' merchants. I'm kind of just curious on all these other ones. Anonymous assassins. Bards only. Oh, bard. They might. Our killer might be part of this. Part of this guild. Fired up friendlies. Not looking for new members. Gamer guild. Knights Against Darkness. Oh, I like this one. Huh. Oh, here's Lore-lovin' merchants. We are experts of New Hampshire lore and love selling weapons. Visit payup.payllm. Update, please do not share passwords for other guilds in this forum. You will be banned. All our members must be experts of New Hampshire lore and pass the LSAT at what? Lore and the sales assessment test. This very hard test is for Legends of New Hampshire lore and sales experts only. Only 0.002% of players will succeed. Completing this will let you in my very cool guild. I see. Okay. So that means I have to read the wiki for that. Nice. Okay. Let's also get their transaction history. And their members as well. Okay. I'm just really curious about these other ones. Magic role players. Ooh, role playing. New Hampshire RP Club, another roleplay club. Peace lovers. Interesting. Rare weapon club. Safe sellers. The Skellies. The Wiki Editors Guild. And finally, the Wise Wizards Guild. Interesting. Okay, let's... We need some sort of hint as to who... It's probably someone with a grudge, right? Maybe. Like, we have to establish at least some sort of motive, though it could be a random attack. So... Who discovered the Manford Swamplands? I'm going to actually... Let's put this web browser here. I'm going to open another web browser. And we're going to go to newhampshirewiki.com. Or... what was it again? No, newhampshire.wiki. Okay, let's answer these questions here. Who discovered the Manford Swamplands? Doesn't really say on this page, does it? It's also, it needs a first name and last name. I assume that probably the last name is Manford, but you never know. I think the information is not here. It's probably somewhere else. What is the sludge of the swamplands? What effect is equivalent to the cursed weapon effect? It's probably under enemies. These skeletal remains of the warriors that were slain, some retain their base stats. Oh, okay, so this is a warrior. But it has... So warrior is 10 to 12, right? Yeah, so it's 10 to 12. And... we're looking for what the... So the actual damage is 18 to 22, which means the weapon is probably another 8 to 10, right? Because... Wait. 8 to 10... No, 10 to... I'm trying to think the maximum here. 10 to 12. So it's a 10 to 12 sword. 10 to 12 sword, which would be a +4, which would be burning. Okay, so the question here... I'll put it under lore, love, and merchants. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be burning. What is the sludge in the swamplands made of? Does this answer this? No, swamplands are not mentioned. Oh, the sludge. Has been decimated with magical sludge. This doesn't really tell me much about it. Like, it could be, like, maybe the answer is magic, but I'm not sure. Oh no. What does zippity mean in Hamp? Where is that? Quests. Zippity. Zippity. So none of these have zippity except the last sentence. Kill 2 corrupted in the Dark Forest. Dark Forest is also mentioned here. So... Oh, I guess it's... Diddly... Okay. Diddly D. Okay. Zip. So I'm guessing zippity means corrupted here. So corrupted. And then the last question, how do you say Dark Forest in Hamp? That, I think, is... Uh-oh. Dippity zow, flippity foo bop. What the hell? The one thing that's confusing me is like the number of NPCs. I don't really see how that translates here. It's diddly D, diddly D. Unless it's something else. These are all... They're all different numbers, so maybe it's actually the... Again, it's not necessarily the first part of the sentence, it could be the last part of the sentence. It could be maybe 3 means pop, 6 means pip, 5 means bop, and 2 means bip, perhaps? In this, and for these two, that both of them have the Dark Forest, the words that are common are boopity. Nope, but then boopity is also in these two, so I don't think it's boopity. It might be diddly D, honestly. Yeah, diddly D. That's my guess. So, okay, so we have 3 answers here, but we don't understand what's going on with the swamplands. I don't think there's... I'm trying to see, there's nothing... Let me just read this carefully here. The legends of New Hampshire take place in the fictional province of New Hampshire, an epic fantasy realm with 4 main areas to explore. Players spawn in the heart of New Shire City with the rotten Manford swamplands to the north and the vast Manchester grasslands to the south. From the grasslands, players can wander into the famous Dark Forest of Rockingham. Be warned, entering a location outside of the city triggers a non-player enemy in combat encounter. So it's possible that perhaps any of these NPC changes here indicate that a location change, right? So, we can actually sort of discern where Excalibur 32 went based on, because some of these NPCs only show up in certain areas, right? So yeah, there we go. Spawn location, Manchester grasslands, that makes sense. So Excalibur went to the Manchester grasslands, and then the Cursed Scythe is the forest, I think. The Dark Forest of Rockingham. So they went to the grasslands and then Dark Forest of Rockingham. Both of these enemies show up there. So so we probably encounter them both. And then the last one's the player encounter. So let me just add this here. Grasslands, then Dark Forest. I feel like that's going to come into play at some point. Oh, wait a minute. Be on the lookout for other players when outside the city. Players with hostile intent can take any form. You will never know which other player is an enemy. What is that? Is that the city? Oh. Oh, it's just their spawn locations. So, meaning that this is the only location where players cannot attack other players. So the attack must have happened most likely in the Dark Forest. Yeah. Okay. So, swamplands. Oh, here we go. The answer might be over here. Are confusingly not named for their grass, but for the Manchester grass, one of the two most renowned explorers in New Hampshire. Chester grass. I'm trying to read this, but I'm not getting any sense that... is it Chester? One of two most renowned... So there must be another explorer. And I'm guessing that explorer's last name is Manford, but we don't know their first name. So there's that. And then also, what is it made out of? I think we're missing some lore here. Okay, so that's that. Sorry, there's all these windows here. So, okay. Let's go back to here. We have the tables. Let's inspect some of these tables that we've got here. So, downloading, those. So we have, let's look up member lists first. So we have the members of Cash Boys, Baby Boo Big Gun, and we know that the culprit is a bard. So there are a couple of bards in here. Some of the, okay, and you see their player name, but they also have a pay-up account. The username could be different. At the moment, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6 bards here. I was thinking that because the Cash Boys have a monthly membership fee, maybe they, maybe Excalibur 32 didn't pay their membership fee, but I'm looking at the dates. It's not July yet, so this is well within range of June, so I don't think that's it. About the members of LLM. There are a couple bards here. Shireborn, Shopkeeper 1. And there's Excalibur there. Is Excalibur on this one too? He is, okay. We're trying to get their password. Can I sign up for an account and buy the password from him? Hold on. I want to look up, how do I search? I need to search up their profile again. So let me go New Hampshire. Nope. Search? Nope. Hold on. It is under here. Nope. Under here. Search. Legends of New Hampshire. Like, I could start searching random people's profiles, but I feel like don't know if that's a particularly efficient way of going about this. Send me an offer here or in the Lorelevin Merchants Forum. Wait, he's selling it in the forum itself? That'll get him banned. Can I go to payup.com? Here we go. Oh. Getting in debt is easy when you pay up. A personal payment internet service. Stop paying down and pay up. Flobby, our mascot. It's easy as hitting this button. Seriously. Where does this go? FAQ. Why is my transaction history on my account page? To ensure people know who they are about to pay up. Can't this be done in another way? Why are you asking? Got something to hide? No, I apologize. Security is more important than privacy. Exactly. Nothing to hide, nothing to fear. Oh, boys, that's a classic argument that you see about people wanting to violate people's privacy. I'm trying to click the button, but it's not... I think it's broken. So... that's not it. Huh. No, I already downloaded it. Okay. There is a lot of data to deal with here. I'm kinda... trying to think what to do here. So this one, that's Excalibur. And then this is the pay up history for Cash Boys. And there's a lot of history here, so... the problem is I'm not sure what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? There is a suspicious... wait a minute. There's certainly a suspicious... that's an $1,800 amount going into the account, and there's no note for it. That looks a bit odd. What about for LLM? Nice, rare. I don't know. This one's a little... I think I'm missing some information here. I'm not sure. They were attacked by some bard. And for all we know, it could be like... it could be in some other guild who might have attacked them. Like, I'm not sure which person to just, you know, throw suspicion on, because I guess maybe it's like a bad deal gone wrong. Let's do this search again. Oh, no, not this one. Is pay up history. Also, what's the date right now? June 25th? For your stuff. Buying more weapons, selling more drops. These transactions seem pretty innocuous. They don't seem too suspicious. Yeah. Let's look up Just Blue, just out of curiosity. So, I'm gonna... let's go to Legend... oh, actually, I'll use this. I wish there was a bookmark system or history. This would make it a lot easier to navigate, but... let's go to here. Just Blue. What? Really? Oh, pay up. Oh. This is their pay up account, not their New Hampshire account. So we need to do some... Oh. We know members. Let me look at both Cash Boys and LLM. Maybe I can probably just visually look up, see if Just Blue appears in here. Because there's not that many members. Don't see them in here. They're not in here. Oh boy. Okay. So they're not in either of these guilds. Do I have to download? Ugh. I'm not sure if I like this. Do I have to download every... Again, this is assuming that people join guilds and all that. Like, you know, it's possible you could play the game without joining any guilds. But unfortunately, this is required by... this is going to be so many goddamn tables. I wonder if there's an achievement for downloading all members' tables here. And unfortunately, there's no way... Well, I guess I could make a... I suppose... I could make a really long... I could join all of these tables together. Does that work? No. But I'm kind of I need to append them, really. Join... No, I can join them. Let me try. We know... And again, this is not... Oh, this is not easy to read at all. Let me... Cache... LLM. Okay, at least all the other guilds are in these columns here, so at least that makes it easier here. And some of them don't have pay up accounts anyway, so we can skip some of these. BO FF GG. Only a couple of them have pay up accounts. Oh, yeah, it's GG again. CAD. Nope. MRP. Nope. So yeah, a lot of these guilds don't engage in trading anyway. HRP. PL. Rare. Ah. There it is, right actually right at the top. Just Blue. Blue Crystal. They're a wizard though. They're a wizard, which is not doesn't fit the criminal profile that we're looking for here. But let's look up Just Blue anyway. So let me go to I have to I closed my browser. So their player name is Blue Crystal. Please stop asking me how to get into safe sellers. If you're here to trade, my pay up account is Just Blue. I'm just gonna quickly look at their transaction history just to see if there's anything suspicious here for your stuff. No, that looks pretty. Yeah, I don't think that doesn't look problematic at all. It's just, yeah, okay. So delete that. I don't know. Safely sold. I'm guessing safely sold might be the guild. The guild pay up account? Unless it belongs to maybe a specific member. Skilly. Safely sold. I don't see it in here. There's also a Cash Boys pay-up account, which I don't think I saw. That's the... Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, and this is the pay-up account for Cash Boys. What is this? This one does look suspicious. I'm gonna see if I can find... We're looking for SEFRG SWRG. Just gonna look through the... I feel like this... I could make a query for this, but I feel like considering that the number of pay-up accounts is kind of low, I think just visually looking at them is probably going to be faster than trying to join all the tables here. SEFRG, so SEFRG, basically we're looking for. SEFRG. Oh, there he is. Oh, and he has the same... He has the same player name. Good to know. SEFRG SWRG. Member of Peace Lovers and Bards only, but you're a wizard. Occasional trader, hang out with me in Newshire City. Interesting profile picture. Let's look up your transaction history. Oh, monthly. Oh, interesting. First rent payment. Medical bills for mom. Jeez, $1,700 for rent. Ugh. One night out. My share of dinner. Monthly rent. A big payment to Cash Boys. Oh, here we go. Rare Burning Sword. Rare Burning Sword. I don't know how rare it is, but... So they received money for the Rare Burning Sword. From Gold Tooth. Okay. Alright, this is getting... Yeah, I feel like I might have stumbled upon the answer here, but... Let's see. Rare Burning Sword. Gold Tooth. Let me just write some notes here. So, we have SEFRG SWRG. And then let's do this. Pay up is also SEFRG SWRG because oh, I can't even spell right. 1,800 received or sent to Cash Boys. No note. So that, they paid the money. What's going on here? They paid the money to Cash Boys first. And then they received... I think I need to look up... God, my desktop is... There's a certain procedure when it comes to trading here. Let me see if maybe this comes into play here. Find someone to trade with. Determine who will go first with the trade. If you're trading with a guild, you will typically go first. Follow through. Most traders link their pay-up account in their player profile. If you are buying, send your payment to the seller's pay-up account. If you're selling, send the buyer a link to your pay-up account. So in this case, Yeah, it's not clear what this payment is. But in this case, this is... We're selling... Yeah, we're selling a rare burning sword. And if we match this up with... Hold on. Where's my result one here? Oh, that's the time. Excalibur. Okay, so nothing here, unfortunately. 21... June 28th, 1740. $21.50 received from Gold Tooth for rare burning sword. So we can follow this trail and see where the sword is, but we're going in the kind of the wrong direction because it's not, or at least the direction we don't want. We're trying to find the culprit. This SEFRG guy might not be the guy who killed him. He might have traded it. Well, actually, no. If he traded it, then we would have seen. We would have seen another transaction, unless this is they bought the sword from Cash Boys. Yeah. So let's go in this direction first. Let's look at Cash Boys. And we're looking for... Well, that is the last transaction. But then... How did Cash Boys get on? If this is the sword... If he bought the sword from Cash Boys... Nothing else really matches here, though. These are all very small... transactions. Big donation, buying weapons. Buying Mason's sword for guild. Yeah, none of these really stand out. Okay, I guess I'll follow the Gold Tooth line and see where that goes. So let's go back here. Oh, and okay, we have to look up their well, I guess I can go straight to their pay up account. No, let's just manually look through them here. So this one, I think we can safely get rid of this one. This is probably not going to be useful. These are a bunch of bards. There's one PL over. This one has no pay up accounts. Can probably get rid of this one. This one does have a couple. So we're looking... Oh, what are we looking for again? Shit. Gold Tooth. Gold Tooth. Oh, no. The RP groups have nobody with a payout account. Happy Bee. So this is PL. PL being... Peace Lovers. Not really a peace lover. Oh, Gold Tooth. Rare. The rare. So... The rare guild. So Gold Tooth. Collector of the rarest weapons of New Hampshire. Send me an offer if you have a rare weapon you'd like to sell. How am I supposed to get their real name, though, from this? Again, are we trying... Are we trying to arrest the person who did the murder? Or are we trying to arrest the person who has the stuff? Like... Okay, let's clean this up a little bit here. Okay. Okay, so this is those two pay up accounts. Wizard account, let's get rid of this table. And Wiki, yeah, Wiki is uninteresting to me. Skelly has one pay up account. These have a lot. Yeah, okay. So basically these 7 other guilds. Gold Tooth. Red payment, red payment. Rare mace, rare poison axe, rare burning dagger, rare burning sword. And then you bought an axe from Fat Cat. Okay. Rare. What's Rare Club? Oh, that's the guild. And Fat Cat. Let me see. Part of me, I feel like maybe there might be some, I don't know, I don't call it money laundering, but maybe they're hiding some of the transactions here. Like, again, what is this supposed to be? You paid 1,800 to Cash, or you paid 1,800 to Cash Boys. Which I assume you'd use that to buy. Yeah, I'm missing. I think what we really need is access into their forums, but I don't know how to go about getting the password here. Gold Tooth. And again, the person who we established here that the bard, it had to be a bard that killed them, not a wizard, right? The wizard would not have enough damage to, because it's a rare rusted dagger, right? Well, it's also a rare. Would Gold Tooth have that at all? Hold on. He has a rare burning dagger, but that's not a rusted dagger. Yeah, I feel like I'm honestly kind of stuck here. Okay, let's think about this again. So, Bard attacked Excalibur 32. Is there really nothing else here? Crying about all week. It's a rare burning sword. Yeah, there's nothing there. Just blue. My question is, who is I'm guessing it has to be one of the members of Cash Boys, right? Like, who is managing that account? It's a separate guild account. So if I look in cash here, like it could be any of these guys. But how do I want to access your forum. Excalibur 30. Also selling guild passwords. Send me an offer here or in the Lore Lovin Merchants Forum. The Lore Lovin. I guess this is the way to get the password. Okay. So should I just try it, I guess? I don't feel like I have enough information though about it. Because we looked, unless, is there a page I'm missing? Oh, Zip Bop. That doesn't really help there. Zip. VitJuice 8. Bop 5. Ah, that's how you figure out. Ah, yes, so that is the number. Bop Ekman means 5. That means it's 5 gold. I see. Okay. Dark Forest of Rockingham. I'm just going to look around and see if there's any hint of what the name of that Rockford dude is. I don't think... Or Manford, I should say, not Rockford. Manford. Years of dumping. One of the 2 most renowned explorers in New Hampshire. Okay. Maybe, is it in the enemies page, perhaps? Slime Spit, Slime Father, Slime Head. Okay, slime. Yeah, okay. So it's made of slime. That's my guess there. But then who's the guy? Okay, not in here. Is it possible? It might be. Hold on, maybe I missed it. It might be in one of the guild descriptions. No. No. Nope. Nope. Okay, so that SCFRG guy, he's a member of Peace Lovers. Can't go into their forum. Rare Club. They do... I wonder if Rare... Maybe the weapon passed through the Rare Club at some point. Safe Sellers also. You can get their payment history too. Skellies. Wiki. Wizards. Some of these descriptions do mention certain members that we could look up their profile. I'm wondering... WizKid. So I'm just going to quickly look here. WizKid. I'm the Grand Wizard. Yeah, okay, so that's not it there. And then if we go into safely sold, there's no mention of a member there. Merchman. Merchman. Founder of the Rare Weapon Club. If you're looking to join, let me know which rare weapon you own. Merch Mister. Ah, gosh, I so many tables. So many tables, I have to say. It's getting a little bit ridiculous here. Safe, okay, not safely sold's not the one I'm looking. Merch Mister. Coffee Run Brunches on Me Cabaret. I think that's irrelevant. Let's get rid of that one. Let's see. Gold Tooth. And this is okay, there's the red. This is the Rare Club. Ledger. Rare effects, buying the good stuff, selling non-rares, cooling dibs on the sword. Rare electrics. Buying back rare sword. Can't believe this is for sale. Valuable rare. I need this. I also need this. Purple fella. Rusted stuff. Rare burning dagger. I'm not getting any. Let's just give this a try. Let's go into here. Take the LSAT. And let's put in the answers that we do know. So slime. Burning. Corrupted. Diddly-dee. Now for this one, I'm guessing that the last name is Manford, but I don't... What the hell is his first name? Magical sludge. For the man. Oh, okay. Whoa, wait a minute. Manchester Grasslands. Chester Grass. So. Oh. If it's following this pattern, then maybe that his name is actually Ford Swamp. Yeah, Ford Swamp. Yeah, okay. Ford Swamp. Because it's the last part of Manford and the first part of... Because it's Chester... Manchester Grasslands. Yeah, I think this is it. Not everyone can be an expert. You got 3 out of 5 questions correct? Really? Really? I guess I can try and cheat a little bit and use this to discern which of the 3 I have correct. Let me take out the corrupted one here. HDF. 2 out of 5. Okay, so corrupted is correct. Burning. Oh, it might not be burning. Okay. Oh boy. Let's look at this. Oh boy, this is getting. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm getting frustrated by this, but it's just a lot of. I don't know. It's just a lot of information coming at me. And I'm like, it's getting a little overwhelming. Okay, so enemies. This is a warrior. Let's put the notes here. So it is a warrior. A warrior does 10 to 12 base damage. So warrior 10 to 12. To get, and the goal we're looking for is 18 to 22. So to the web, and it's a sword. So the sword is 6 to 8. Oh, okay. So if we add 10 to 12 with that, that gets us to 16 to 20. Right? So we're oh, so it's not, okay, I think I miscalculated. So 16, 20, we just need to add 2. So it's not a +4, it's a +2, which would be poisoned. It's a poisoned weapon. Okay. Okay, 4 to 5. So which one is wrong? Let me take a diddly D here. Okay, diddly D is correct. Is it this? Is it the slime that's incorrect? No. It is. Wait. Huh? Oh, it's this one. It's not. The first one is correct. The second one is incorrect. It's not slime, it's magic? What is the sludge of this in the swamplands made out of? Because my guess was I saw a lot of these say slime and slime. So I thought it would be slime, but I guess it's not. Taken over by slime. Is it slime? Let me just double check here. This is correct. FFF. And this if I put Ford here. Yeah, okay. So what is it made out of? I mean, we said sludge. I mean, okay. Large blobs of parasitic toxic sludge that multiply and regenerate to full health after killing players. It's not slime. I guess slime and sludge are kind of synonymous, so maybe it's probably not that. Filled with noxious fumes. Years of dumping from an unscrupulous shopkeeper can be blamed for the current dismal state of the region. Who is that shopkeeper? That part I don't know. Shopkeeper. It's not the guilds. Oh, is it? Oh, it's probably this guy. Yeah, is the vit juice is vit juice the sludge? Vit juice? There we go. Okay. I see. Okay, so it's a little bit of stretch in logic, but okay. Welcome to the Lore Lovin' Merchants. Please leave a reply on our forum to be a member. Password New Shire City. Gotcha. All right. We're hacking in. Oh no. No, this is there's too much information to deal with. Okay, hold on. Gonna be here for a while. Okay. let's look through this. Lore 11 merchants. That's right. Members of our guild are immediately qualified to sell weapons on behalf of the guild, and once a sale has been completed, you'll get 10% of the profits. Members are also free to put their own sales posts in the forum. Okay. Leave a comment if you've passed the LSAT. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Ah, Excalibur 32. When do we... Oh, there's actually couple posts by him. Let's go... I'm very... the developer put a lot of work in putting all these posts in here, so I kind of feel bad for not reading through all these. Let's go from the bottom to the top, so the oldest one to the front. Where the most people have the best luck in getting sales? New Shire City is the most safest. Okay. Looking for sales advice. Try to cater it toward their class and maybe reference some relevant lore. So you're trying to sell that axe to a warrior. You could say to them that the New Hampshirean warrior Hubert the Seventh was famous for using axes, and you see the same level of greatness in that player as Hubert. Hubert, huh? Advice for learning more lore. Have you even started the 16 Shires book series? New Hampshire isn't explicitly a part of lore in those universes, but it gives context of what Old Hampshire was meant to be and provides nice references to some of the enemies and world building to this game. I can't believe 16 Shires was recommended. It provides no context about the current events in New Hampshire, and the ending is atrocious. If you're really that desperate, you can probably just read the developer interviews where they talk about some of the backstory behind some of the decisions. The game manual also reveals more about the world. Just make up stuff and people think you're an expert. Yeah, people arguing on forums. Not surprising. The most common surname in Hamp is Hop. Okay. There's a lot of random lore facts in here that might be useful later. Uncommon poisoned axe. Mental math, okay. What are the lore explanations for weapon rarities? Greedy devs. Purple was an extremely expensive color in the ancient times, so it makes sense that the rarest weapons would be colored purple. Really? And orange and blue were more common. Interesting. I don't know if that's true. Economic viability of New Shire City. I've been thinking about this a lot, but I can't quite grasp how New Shire City can remain economically viable when it's the only city in New Hampshire and it's surrounded by monsters. That's true, but the surrounding monsters also bring in all sorts of characters looking for glory, which provides a boost to the local economy. There's also health potions which keep the populace healthy and strong. They're really analyzing this game. Okay, here we go. First post by Excalibur 32, June 12th. I've made a couple sales already, but I haven't gotten anything. You guys pay out weekly or something? I haven't gotten paid either. You guys owe me $3. I was paid a month ago, but nothing since. Everything okay here? Going through some financial troubles at the moment. End of the month. Watch your tone. The situation is unfortunate and we're doing the best we can do. Oh. Okay. Now, I guess now my suspicion is on Hamp Man, because that is definitely a motive if he can sell the sword for money. Let's look up... Hold on here. Hamp Man. You're a resident lore and sales expert. Looking for a good trading opportunity? Join the lore loving merchants. Teddy H. Okay. Let me. So Hamp Man, pay up is Teddy H. Let's look up his. I'll go back to the forum in a second. I just want to look up Teddy H's account here. Nothing too specific here. That's a bit odd. This is his personal account, so that's... So whatever financial troubles are happening, it's probably in the LLM pay up transaction history. So, which would be, that's Cash Boys. That's Excalibur. There's LLM, okay. So he's supposed to pay 10... Ah, here we go. Oh. Shopkeeper 1. So, okay, so in previous months, you can see here... commissions. But they're all going to Shopkeeper 1. They're not... Okay, there's one commission for... Usually you're supposed to... Like, usually I would see the player's name would give LLM money, and then the LLM would pay them back a commission. Right? Or is it maybe this is the seller? Maybe it's like a more three-way transaction where they get this and then they... Yeah, okay, yeah. Remember, it's 10%, so here we go. So, Happy Cat sold or bought something for 200, and then they give 10% to Smartsu. So this one looks, and this one looks valid. And then, but where's Excalibur here? I don't see. I'm not seeing their name doesn't show up here. I made a couple sales already. This was made June 12th. Does Excalibur have an alt or something? I don't know. Let's keep reading here. Worth it to join other guilds. You get into safe sellers somehow, I would recommend them. Rare Club also has good deals on weapons if you can get a hold of a rare weapon. Let's say Knights Against Darkness. If you're interested in joining Cash Boys, I'm selling their password. Please do not share passwords for other guilds here. Interested in Cash Boy's password? Can give discount on special poison mace, $20. Say, guys, if this happens again, you will be banned. I see. Usually you're supposed... This person is not... Usually they ban them right away for this, but... Being a bit too lenient here. So, Smarty... I'm not sure if I can get the Cash Boys password, though. Again, the suspicious transaction that we saw does involve the Cash Boys. So maybe I'll just quickly look. I'll do a search on Smarty here and see where that goes. Ah, you're Smartsu. Let me just quickly look at their transaction history here. Make money. Okay, that's that transaction. Okay. Outside of that, nothing. Outside of that, nothing really stands out there, though. Yeah. Okay, and then we have selling daggers. 50 per dagger. And then this one. Going to the Dark Forest next afternoon to test out my new rare burning sword if anyone wants to see it in action. I invited another guild too. Cash Boys. You have a rare burning sword? How? Lucky. I be there. Yep, okay. So he definitely broadcast that he had the rare burning sword. I think I might just have to look up all bards in both guilds and just whittle it down. I've seen a lot of wizards so far, which I'm like, let me just double check this damage is correct. So if this was a wizard, let me go back to, actually I'll stay in this forum here. So, okay, so class, a wizard does 3 to 4 damage. The rare rusted dagger actually does 0 to 2 damage. Yeah, no, it's not possible. They're not able. Yeah, the maximum damage that they can do is 6. Not 9. So it must be... It has to be a bard. Yeah. None of the other ones work there. Okay. I guess it's time to look for a bard. So the suspects are both these two guilds, Members Cash and Members LLM. So let's do that. So star from Members Cash C. Join on the Members LLM L on... Oh, no, we're not joining. We're not joining here. We're... In a way, I'm trying to append the tables, but... Yeah, we're not looking... We're not looking for ones that belong in both tables. I guess we'll just do Members Cash first, and then we'll just do LLM next. So... Where class equals bard. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted there. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, geez, how long have I been muted? Shit. It's been a while? Oh, sorry. I was so engrossed in the game, I was like, I didn't even notice. Thanks for letting me know. I've been, like, talking to myself for all this time. Let's see here. 1815. I think I have to go through all of the members of Cash Boys, unfortunately. So let's delete that table. Yeah. What I'm dealing with right now is there's too much information. I'm kind of overwhelmed. So we're trying to figure out, like, where... We're trying to find who murdered a person in-game in one of these MMOs. And they assumedly did that to steal this person's rare burning sword. And we're trying to follow the money trail and figure out where... Well, we know where the sword is, but we're trying to go backwards and trying to figure out what exactly happened here. So... Okay, I've already looked... Oh. I've looked up Uno Biggs. I've already looked up Blabby. Blanky 1. Night Blank. Nothing out of the ordinary there, so we'll delete him. Obert. Just trying to help players in this game any way I can. Okay. It's funny. Profile picture. June 4th, buying weapons. Member payment. Doesn't look terribly suspicious there. And then... Buddy. Oh no, I've already looked up... Have I looked up Buddy? I think, yeah, that's Joe Bud. We already looked up all the bards. Basically we're looking up all the non-bards in the group. Building up my weapon inventory worth. No, nothing suspicious there. A lot of it's like, yeah, other things. Chaser. With 3 R's. Nope. Nothing suspicious there. And then a bunch of warriors here. Fat Cat we've seen mentioned. Eat Bug. Bug Eater. Nope. Okay. He's clear. Okay. Fat Cat is of interest because they bought the axe from Goldtooth after Goldtooth acquired the rare burning weapon. So maybe there's something in here. Rare Club. What's all this here? Bonus membership fee for pay up access. Pay up access. What? What does that mean? Entrance fee is standard, but what are all these things? Paying for event. Cash IO. I also need this. Thanks for the rares. Oh, that's the... I think Moneyman's the person who runs the Rare Club. Grinch. Buying... To be honest, outside of this last transaction, I mean... Bonus membership fee... Bonus membership fee for pay up access. Is he buying? The only reason I can think of is Fat Cat might have paid $200 to access the pay up account of the Cash Boys account, which would... okay. Fat Cat. Pay up. Same name? Yeah, Fat Cat. Bought Axe from Gold Tooth right after they acquired Sword. I'll keep that in. And also paid bonus membership fee for pay up access. The Cash Boys account? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So Fat Cat is a person of interest. We'll keep his table around. Oh, I'm gonna have to... Okay, so this might take a while here. Close this one. Okay, so... James, are you back? Grinch. Who's Grinch? Ah, current president of the Cash Boys, member of the Rare Weapons Club. I think this person is definitely of interest, I have to say. Let's put Fat Cat up here, and Grinch, where are you? Right there. Oh. Oh, here we go. Hold on. There's a lot of transactions with SEFRG. I don't know how to pronounce this. This guy, who we saw that he was definitely involved in some sort of transaction with the Sword. And this happened about a month before in May. Let's hang out again, George. Fun night out. My share of dinner. And then third member payment. Buying Grinch weapons. Paying my dues to Wrenchman. Buying cheap. Okay. Oh, last one said election donation. Election? Oh, Cash Boys is he's the president of it. So he... Oh, okay, I'm starting to get a better sense now. That's why all those donations. The donations went into the Cash Boys account. I'm kind of missing context here because I don't have access to the Cash Boys password, right? The forum. If I had access to it, then this would give me a lot. I would understand exactly what's going on here. Maybe I should switch gears here and try to access the forum, because like I know that interested in Cash Boy's password can give discount on special poison mace. $20. Because we know this guy sent the password. So, special poison mace to Smarty. We know that their pay up account is Smarty Sue. Oh, the kid is stupid. I see. He put that's the password. It's right there in the payment note. I see. Okay. Okay. This is okay. This is good. This is going to make more sense now. So let's actually. I'm going to go back here. Cash Boys forum. Make money. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. There's a lot of posts here. Okay. Let's let's go from the I guess the oldest post. It'll give us more I guess chronological context here. So let's read this. Rarest weapon. I'm curious of the rarest weapon in this game and how much someone would pay for it. I think all the weapons have an equal chance to drop, and the effects seem to be equal also, so a rare rusted sword is just as rare as a rare poison dagger. I know some people who would pay more than $2,000 for a rare burning sword. Probably much higher. Pay $200 for a rare rusted sword. I paid $200 for a rare rusted sword, and the rare burning sword, or rare rusted dagger, and the rare burning sword is at least 10 times better. Why would you pay so much? Okay, so whoever... Okay, that incriminates this guy, because we know... Actually, where is it? We know... I should probably save this table. The last person to kill Excalibur used the rare rusted dagger, so it does seem like it's pointing toward whoever is in control of the Cash Boy account. Though this, I don't know if this changes. Wait, is this actually a different account? Hold on. Hold on here. If I go here, the Cash Boy. Currently inactive founder of the Cash Boys. Oh, he's Cash Money. Pay up Cash Money. So no, he's not the current president, but he made the guild. There's so much notes here. Hold on. But his pay-up history doesn't really show anything, though. His last transaction was back in April. And it was just mostly paying cash boys, just ensure the guild has enough. Consensual good times. Huh. I'm gonna keep this guy here because maybe these other... I'm trying to identify who they are, right? So maybe looking up these names later on might be useful. Okay. Let's go back to here. So this guy is my prime suspect right now. Premium membership question. We don't make a lot from weapon purchases, so it's less sustainable for our guild. Membership payments and donations keep us afloat, so that's what we prioritize. Okay. So they don't take a commission from sales. Buying all burning axes and swords. Not buying rares or specials. The dagger... No. Okay. Admin, no trade with me. Admins aren't responding to my offer to buy an electric dagger. What's going on? Someone wanted us to hold the weapon for them. Okay, anything I can buy then? A few rusted daggers. If you're interested, nope. Okay. Does anyone play for fun? There's a game? I'm here to have better weapons and stop dying in the dark forest. My rule is to only buy weapons I plan on actually using. Okay, what is this? What's the math behind weapon drop rarities? Weapon drops are higher in the forest. Not terribly interesting there. Is there only one where was the dagger? Is the rare rusted dagger in the guild inventory a 1 out of 1? I've never seen it before. Okay, at least this kinda... I mean, there's probably no other person with such a thing. Premium member access. So again, Grinch is the current president. Or no, he... What is this? To accomplish this, we need stronger moderation and make premium membership more exclusive so that the guild's financial security is in safer hands. Vote for me on June 30th. And these people sent donations to Grinch. And then there's another candidate. I am Bobert, and I will change the rules so that this guild works for all of us. Monthly fees will be reduced to $10 per month. All members will be premium members and access the guild's premium inventory, which we should already have access to. Vote for me and let's give power to the players. So everyone who already contributed $250 or more to the guild can just get screwed then? You also trust everyone to have access to our PayUp account and our shared inventory for premium members. You're going to destroy this guild. Don't listen to Money Man. Vote for Bobert, everyone. You can see there's a conflict brewing here. We can go from cash boys to cash men. What a line. Okay. Say like people who have already, people who've already donated a lot versus people who don't like the monthly fees. Whoa. I won't be able to make the monthly payment this month due to a recent medical emergency. Would it be okay if I can make this payment at the end of the month instead? No. Banned. Wow. That's harsh. Best place to kill and loot. Selling special mace, uncommon burning sword. Meet up at dark Oh, and here's Excalibur 32. Someone tried to offer 800 for the rare burning sword, not selling. Okay. Buying rare weapons for cash. These are really bad prices. It's very lowballed. Okay, so there must have been some sort of election that happened. So let's read some of these pin posts. A trading guild that will make you tons of money. As a member, you must pay at least $25 during the first week of each month to receive these following benefits. 20% discount on weapons sold through the guild store. Monthly trading advice from your guild president. Oh. Members who pay $250 or more to this guild in membership fees or donations will become premium members who will be granted 3 of these additional benefits. Borrow items from our exclusive guild inventory. Oh. I see. So actually the Cash Boy acquired the dagger, the rusted dagger. He put it in the guild inventory, and then he could still be the one who used it on Excalibur, but it could be any of the other people who are premium members. Access to the guild's pay-up account and permission to trade on behalf of the guild. That explains this transaction then. But unfortunately, because they logged into the Cash Boys account, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know who it could be. In order for us to keep track of membership fees and to make sure these transactions are labeled properly, membership fees should contain the word member in the notes. Donations should contain donation in the notes. If I had this, then I could have searched with a query. I might still do that. I'll probably make a query in a sec. Please note that entrance fees do not count for premium membership. Money-making tips. Oh, these tips are terrible. Look at the March. Sell a weapon for a higher price you paid to make money. April. Don't sell a weapon for a lower price you paid for, or you will lose money. May. Can't think of anything this month. June. Still can't think of anything this month. This is terrible. These are terrible tips. Premium guild inventory. Oh, here we go. Weapon? Okay. Using this thread to keep track of what we have in our guild inventory for premium members. Weapons must be returned after at most or 1 week or you will be banned. This is a trust-based system. You know how well that'll go. You can view what we have in our current inventory here. Please send me a private message. Cash Boys inventory. Where's the rusted... Rare rusted dagger is unavailable. And I don't think the... Yeah, the rare burning sword is not here anymore. We know that that's been traded away. So we're kind of we're kind of going... I feel like I think players are supposed to get the password to look in the forums first before they look around, but I kind of went around this backwards. I sort of happened upon that very suspicious transaction first. Passing on the mantle. Hello, Cash Boys. I come with sad news. I have recently become employed and am no longer able to moderate this guild. I will allow you to decide who you want the next guild president to be, but be warned, it is a tough yet rewarding position. As the president, you must enforce the rules, but you will also have the power to change them. The election will be held on June 30th, and the votes will be weighted based on inventory value. Those with higher inventory values will be affected by the election results more. Wait a minute. Wait a gosh darn moment. The election is on June 30th. Oh, okay. No. For a moment I thought they got the rare burning sword not for their cash value, but to like put a lot of weight in their votes, like basically give them more votes in the election. But the transaction the transaction happened the 28th. So Cash Boys sold this. Or more specifically, they sold the sword to this guy on the 28th, and then he sold it again to Cold Tooth afterward. So yeah. I don't know. This might still be an angle, but the timing doesn't add up here. Votes have been casted, and you have elected Grinch as the next guild president. Thanks for everyone who has voted. I'll miss you guys. See the election results here. I'll check that in a sec. Why wasn't Excalibur's rare burning sword calculated in his vote? Because he lost it. Yes, to another. Boo. As far as I know, he doesn't have the sword anymore. You're telling me Excalibur just happened to lose it before the election? Like that? No way. Oh, it's not so much that they wanted to take the sword for themselves to vote, because that would be really suspicious on its own. They got rid of the sword so that Excalibur's vote wouldn't count as much. Got it. One of the collectors in the Rare Weapon Club has it now. Might have sold it. We know this. That's Goldtooth now. You think he sold it when the election was 2 days away? As the new guild president, I am locking this thread. Oh, that's... I'm really suspicious of Grinch now. It seems like... suppression there. Let's look at the results. Oh, whoops. Oh, shoot. I closed the browser window. Let me go back in there. Legend. Actually, let's go this. Well, hold on. Let's do this. Again, I wish there were bookmarks so I don't have to... So, cash money. Oh, okay. There we go. Back in here. So, election results. Let's look at this. Grinch, 1318. Weighted vote, 132. I don't know what the calculation is, though. And then Excalibur only has 280. So 28. Actually, you can kinda... It seems like there's some sort of... I guess it's rounding to the nearest... Yeah, but it's dividing by 10. You take the inventory worth, divide by 10, and then you round to the nearest... It's not like this is going... This is being rounded up. Grinch's vote. Whereas other ones are being rounded down. So it does seem like it's the closest one. Interesting. Oh. All these people voted for Grinch. And it's somehow... For the most part, it seems to be mostly a lot of the bards have elected there. Okay. This is kind of tiring to me. I don't know. I think... Again, we're looking for the person... It has to be one of these bards. And it has to be someone who has premium access. So, Fat Cat... Let me... where did I see this? We had... Membership fees should contain the word member. Donations should contain the word donation in notes. Please note that entrance fees do not count for premium membership. So you pay 25 for... Okay, no. So entrance fee is 50. We know that. 25... Okay. Let's do a query here. The issue here is I have too many tables. I think I need to get rid of some of these tables. This is way too much. Let's get rid of all these actually. Okay. So, is it all... Are all the donations that they're talking about, is that going to the Cash Boys account? I do see some here. So we can do from Pay Up Cash Boys, where... and we're going to use the like operator here that we just learned, or at least in the tutorial. So note like, and then we're looking for donation because, well, hold on. Membership fees. It is 250 in membership fees or donations. So actually we want member or donation here. So we have to do like. That's why they gave us the or operand here. So or member. Oh. The binary operators... Oh, or... Really? That's surprising. Okay, I guess we can just do donation for now. They have to be a premium member in the month of June. So actually, let's whittle this down a little bit more. Wait, is this... During the first week of each month to receive these benefits. 250 or more. Do they have to pay $250 or more per month? Based on what I'm seeing here, there's definitely... I see. Okay. Let me try... Yeah, let's do and date is greater than 1998-06-01. Or it can also include, I also have to include the first day. So this should give me, there we go. That's a cleaned up table. And unfortunately, because we can't use the ore, can we really not use, oh no, I think I did it wrong. Hold on. I think I see why the tutorial, because we have this and statement here, but we have an or statement, but it always does the and. And always takes precedence over or, so we have to do something like this. We have to do note like, then or note like member. I think I put in the wrong syntax. I didn't include note again. So this should work. There we go. So it is including a lot of membership payments. Yeah, I see. Okay. There's a lot of noise here because there's a lot of regular members, the non-premium folks. So I think we need to do some aggregation here. I think we have to sum the amounts. Yeah. Sum amount. Well, okay, well, that's everybody. That's not exactly what I want. We need to group by. So group by pay up account. Oh, and I need to also show the pay up account. Okay. And then now, so we did this where, but now we can also do a having to filter out the ones, these totals that are greater than or equal to 250. So amount greater equal 250. Uno Biggs is the only person. I guess that makes sense, right? Because I mean, he has the one big donation on the 20th. It does say big donation in the note. All the other ones, that's 100 there, there's 100 there. 150 for Moneyman. 200 for Betty Boo. Did Betty Boo... Wait a minute, Betty Boo paid 20, so you have to pay all within the first, like all the regular members have to pay 25 in the first week. So Betty Boo did make a $25 donation there, but then, or the fee, paid a fee there of 25. Then they paid 200, but that's only 225. So that's not enough. That is correct. So yeah, I think, just looking through these again, Grinch. Something doesn't add up here because Grinch paid 150. Let's get rid of the having for a sec. Yeah, no, Grinch should be on the list. Grinch paid 250. It should be Biggs and Grinch. Why is that not showing there? Oh, it might be... Well, it might be this, actually. I think. Yeah, oh, I see. I think I put in the amount. It found a single amount that was greater than 250. That's incorrect. Okay, I'm correcting my query here. So it's some amount 250. No, that's not correct. Hold on. Okay. I think we have the answer. I just want to make, just for completeness, I just want to make sure my query is correct here. Having Some amount greater. Yeah. Or note like donation or note like member. And date greater than 1998-0601. Group by pay up account. Oh, whoops. No, go away. Go away. Nope. There we go. Okay. So we have Biggs and Grinch. So Grinch and Uno Biggs. We know Grinch and Uno Biggs. Actually, that's their pay up account. Big Gun. Yep, Uno Biggs. And Grinch, we know, is the president. So it's either of these two. But how do we know which one is... They both would have had access to the Cash Boys pay up account and also the inventory. So how can I... How can I figure out who is who here? Let's look up. Let's look up Grinch. I already have his transaction history, don't I? That's Goldtooth. There's Grinch. Oh. Election. He did receive 300 from Moneyman. But that seems like a... This donation might be... Donation. L. Vigil. Paying my dues to Mr. Wrenchman. To Frogger. B. Ferguson. Oh, okay. There is this transaction right here, which is very suspicious. George. But I don't know who this... This guy is. Lord's only occasional trader. And we already looked up... That's the wrong one. Let's get rid of this one. Rare Club. Rare Burning Dagger. Okay. Rare Burning Sword. The only link to this dude is here. And we know it seems like this guy's name is George. Buying Grinch weapons. And then we also, I guess we can check Big Gun as well. We'll check him again. We already... Other than the donations, I don't think there's anything suspicious here. Where is he? Where's... shoot. My windows are all... Where did Big On show up here? Club... Uno Biggs, here he is. Yeah, outside of this, there's nothing else suspicious here. This looks all... Yeah, partying, splitting the bill, repaying loan. Yeah, nothing suspicious here. So it might not be. Yeah, I don't think it's Biggs. He certainly voted. He did vote for Grinch, but his vote wasn't terribly high. So yeah, I see what's happening here. Bobert. So I guess the problem now is, how do I identify who this Grinch person is? Like, I don't... Any hints here? Member of the Rare Weapons Club. Can I get into the Rare Weapons Club form, maybe? Lock the thread. There's no real vote Grinch. I'm trying to look for any sort of identifying information about Grinch, but there's, and the problem of internet personas. There's usually people are really good about not sharing that kind of information. I don't know. I'm kind of... The problem... We need their full name. Their actual legal name. And... I'm not sure how to proceed here. This FRG... Oh, you can't scroll here. Oh, whoops. Okay. So this guy is George, named by Grinch. And what are the payments? Mr. Peasant. I think, yeah, Mr. Peasant is not... He actually voted not for Grinch, so I don't think he's... Fat Cat. Buying your axe. I don't... Paid bonus membership fee. Ah, he bought it in April, but not June. So I don't think he... I'm guessing he does not... Again, it's not clear to me. I think the one thing that's not exactly clear to me, though I'm guessing that you pay $250 in that month, and then at the end of the month, if you don't keep your premium membership, if you don't keep paying $250 or more, you lose the premium access. That's my assumption. It doesn't say it explicitly here, but I think it would make sense, right? So I think Fat Cat is out of the picture. I don't think he's not under suspicion. Yeah, so Grinch, election donation. Why is Moneyman donating there? And there's also a Mr. Wrenchman Frogger. Let's follow these trails here. So, Moneyman paid $300 on 29th. Election donation. And then we have Frogger, Mr. Wrenchman. So they paid 150 on June 1st. All right, let's look up. So Money Man is. I need to look up the cash. I think Money Man's in here, right? Yep. Oh, it has the same name. Thank goodness. Money Man. I think I might have already looked up his history already. Mace and Sword for Guild. Donation. Not really seeing any identifying information here, except maybe these things, but... yeah. Outside of this thing, I don't know what this is. So, probably not Money Man. And then Frogger. Now, Frogger is their pay-up account. We don't know... I guess I can just switch it up here. I don't know their... Okay, that's a dead end. Also, some of these accounts might not even... You know, some of these people that he's paying may not even be, like, players of the game. Though that might... Again, this might be a hint. Who is Mr. Wrenchman? Those are the only clues, those are the only real names that I see here. George and Mr. Wrenchman. I wonder if we have to look at the other... And then he had, he had dinner with this dude. Peace lovers and bards only. Let me see. Peace lovers. Let's look up peace lovers here. We don't know the passcode. Join our daily peace rituals in the city square and you will officially be a member after completing the 3rd ritual. Cheery 3. Who's Cheery 3? I'm a peaceful player, Happy Bee. He's the only other person with a pay-up account, so I'm just going to look up him quickly here. Using this for peaceful purposes. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything there. Yeah, I don't think that's, I think that's a dead end there. Because usually, I don't think it would require someone to like go through every single member of Peace Lover. That seems like crazy to me. So, not Peace Lovers. Let's check Bards only. The other guild that he's a member of. Pasta Bro. I think I've looked up his... account already. His name seems familiar. Yep. Okay. Yep. Nothing there. And we don't know the passcode for that. So unfortunately... like, my angle on this would be like... if I want to know more personal information about this dude, I wanted to look in the guilds that he's a member of, but I don't know how to. Doesn't seem to be any hints as to how to get into there, if that's even possible. Grinch and Uno Biggs. And Uno. Actually, wait a minute. Grinch is not a... Grinch is a warrior. So he wouldn't be able to... he wouldn't be the one... he wouldn't... oh. So it has to be Uno Biggs. So maybe I've been going up the wrong tree here. Big Gun Uno Biggs. It's possible that maybe Grinch hired Big Gun or told him. Maybe they collaborated. So Big Gun was the person who took the dagger. Oh, there's... I see. Pasta Bro is right there too. Big Gun. I already have their transaction history, which is... where is it? Uno Biggs. Again, I don't... I don't know. This one seems hard. I don't know. This one, I'm not really... this feels so difficult. Like, I think the problem... again, the problem is there's so much other extraneous information. I can see why maybe someone would go crazy from all this. Yeah. I think the LLM guild is a distraction. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. Let's clean up some stuff. So I think what's supposed to happen is you go to the LLM guild, you go into their forum by completing their LSAT. And then you find the post that gets the password or gives the hint to the password to the the Cash Boys website. To go back here. What's the website again? Damn it. New Hampshire Wiki. So you go into here. And then from here, yeah, a lot, you know. Let me try to organize some stuff here. So the Cash Boys have the election results and the Cash Boys inventory. The rare rusted dagger. I think everything else is kind of, yeah, not relevant here. It's unavailable. So I think the part that's not clear to me is Big Gun was the person who stabbed him. That's the act of killing. So he would be the one charged with murder, but there's nothing identifying him, right? Whereas with Grinch, we do have some hints, but they're not really. I don't know what to do with these. I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take a break because I've been kind of sitting and pondering this for a bit. And yeah, I'm gonna take a break, maybe clear my head a little bit, and maybe try to go at this from a different angle. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I'll be back in a couple minutes, and maybe we'll take this. We'll try to look at this from a fresh perspective. See you guys in a bit. Okay, I've taken my break. I had some time to ponder. I've kind of come up with nothing, but maybe I'll find out. Maybe I'll figure things out by just clicking around here. Yeah. So maybe it's time to ask for a hint. We do have this. You can't see him, but he's behind my avatar. I'm going to. Yeah, I feel like I've been on this case for too long here, so I'm gonna see if maybe this guy can give me some insight. Looks like this guild provides weapons to their premium members. Let's take a look at what those weapons are. I know that already. It's well, I can't even click the actually this thing right here. Yeah. We should find out how to be a premium member for this guild and go to the Cash Boys pay up account to find who they are. I know that. There's also an important election in the Cash Boys Guild. There was also an important election in the Cash Boys Guild before the victim was killed. Before. That. Okay.
Aha.
If the election was the motive, then the possible culprits must have voted differently from the victim. We know that.
Aha.
Let's make sure whoever we accuse was in the same location as our victim when the crime occurred. Was in the same location as our victim. How am I supposed to know that? I guess... Let me look up the election results again here. Hold on. Get the next clue anyway.
Aha.
We can figure out where each player was during the time of the killing thanks to the 6th rule of combat. Oh. Okay. That's a way to do it, I guess. Hold on. That's a detail I kind of forgot. New Hampshire Wiki. Combat. Entering a new location forces a non-player enemy combat encounter. So that means in the damage log, we would definitely see them also get attacked by, one of, in this case, if it's the, not this one, if it's the forest, then they would be attacked by a skeletal warrior or a corrupted. One of those two. So, let's look at the damage log. And we're looking for... Let's see. I'm just going to look up the whole table because I don't want to... well, unfortunately, the table is utterly massive. But I can at least scroll with my scroll wheel. Shoot. When did this happen? Excalibur, here we go. Let me save this table here. So, Excalibur damage log. Just called damage. Okay. So, back to here. So this happened around 1351. So if we go back here, yeah, there's the moment there, and I guess they would have to be in the area beforehand. So if we scroll up a little bit here. So this is a peasant with the pitchfork. I mean, we could just... I guess just filter... Actually, we know who it is, right? So, or at least it's either... Well, it has to be Big Gun, right? So, yeah, let's make a query for that. I don't know what I'm doing here. I should really start making queries instead. So select star from damage log where character damaged is Big Gun. That's not what I expected here. That's... Huh. Okay. I think... this doesn't make any sense because Big Gun would be the only one to have access to that. Well, there's also Grinch, but he's not a bard. If I do Grinch. Okay, I mean, he was there about an hour before. And he did get attacked. Something's not adding up here. I think I need another clue here.
Aha.
If a player was most recently damaged by a cursed sword or a cursed scythe before the victim was killed, then they were in the Dark Forest. We know that, however, the data that I have
Aha.
doesn't match up. Also narrow down the class of the culprit based on the damage the victim took. It's a bard.
Aha.
Must have been a bard that was a premium member who was also in the Dark Forest at the time of killing. I looked up Big Gun. He's not anywhere in the log.
Aha.
Find the name of the perpetrator by looking up through their pay-up transaction history? I think it is a bard. And we already looked... Do I have to look through all their transaction histories again? Because the only... I guess, okay, these are bards, but not all of them voted for Grinch. So maybe I can do a little bit of... I mean, it seems like it's most of them, but... Let me try this. Select star from Cash Bards B. Join with the election results E on B dot player name equals E dot player name. Is it all the bards actually? Hold on. Oh, and then also they must have voted where candidate voted equals Grinch. There we go. Okay, so it's 3. You have 3 people. You can get rid of these. So J Meister or Buddy. So if I go back here, Hmm. 13. Aha. This person... Yeah, they entered the area at 1310, and then they went back to the grasslands right after, it seems. Let me see here. 1351. Yep, there it is. So 9 minutes later. So that's certainly suspicious. And then we have Buddy. No, it's not Buddy because he left... Based on this, he left that area. Way, way before. So J Meister is suspicious, but again, is he a premium member? I don't think so, right? I can check his... Let's check his transaction history. So let's go... Okay, this might have been... This feels like this case should have been easier than it should have been, but... How do I look? J Meister, where are you? J... here he is. Wait a minute. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. I see. I see what this is supposed to... Okay. I understand. I have to go to... I did go through these, but I was like, is this part of it or not? Let's go to clowncar.com first. And then look up the drivers. And okay. And it's Jay Meister, so we should be able to figure out... I guess I can just... Alright, I guess I'll query this, so... So from drivers, where last name equals Meister? Okay, there might be, it might be a like situation here, so maybe it's like this. No, okay. Never mind. Maybe J Meister is not their name. Or maybe it's misspelled. That's also very possible. Maybe something that starts with M, actually. Let's try that. M. This. Melendez, Merrill, Moser, McAllister. This... This one shows the neighborhood they're living in, but I'm not seeing their name here. I think we might have to go through all three. Actually, okay, I'm gonna put him away for a bit. Okay, so this was... Let's go to rentforlife.com. We'll get to the save lives thing. It's like, oh, rent forever. Rent for life. You all listings. Oh, these are listings. Don't forget to tip your landlord. What the fuck? This is not... Jeez, look at these rents. Occupied Yugoslavia as a neighborhood. Yeah, no, this is useless information. No. That's not going to help us there. Well, actually, no, wait. Wait, shit. We can figure it out. Hold on. We know that their June rent payment is... Actually, their main rent... It's $1,100. So we could... let me get a query going here. From rentals, where monthly rent is $1,100. And, oh, and... availability is not available because it's occupied by J Meister. Okay, we have one in the coal mining district and one in the refineries. Sorry, let me set up a note page here. We're getting close. I think I can smell it. Do this here. So J Meister, 1,100 rent, coal mining district, or refineries. Yeah, okay. That's a little clue there. Let's look up savelives.gov next. So save lives. Whoops. Okay, this one has a few tables. Heroes, more than 500 in donations, 250, 150. Based on what I'm seeing here, I guess we have to do a sum here. Pay up J Meister, where pay up account is savelives.gov. So this should show me all those, and let's sum them up. So sum amount 253, which just puts him above. He's a champion. I'm guessing that if you donate between 150 and 250, you get the Patriots, and then you're removed from this table and moved into the champions table. It's a very weird way of doing it, but okay. Champions table. I think we're trying to find the matching. Okay. So it's a driver who's also in the champions table. So we're gonna have to do a join here. Select. Okay, select star from drivers D, join champions C. On D, the first name equals C, the first name, and D dot last name equals C dot last name. I don't think I need a where clause here, right? Yeah, there we go. So we have Joe Budd in Little Yugoslavia and Joseph Shoemaker in the refineries. Joseph Shoemaker. I'm gonna try it. Joseph Shoemaker. Right? Let's try it. I'm not sure what happens if you get the wrong answer. I think it's possible to get fired from this game, from the police department. Okay. That case took way longer than it should have. I don't know.
Whew. Thanks, Detective. I just told my kid what happened, and he stopped crying. Finally, some peace and quiet. What's with kids these days, anyways? Always playing games, always on their phones. Even when we make it illegal, they're still doing it. Oh, that brings us to our next case. Some college kid was caught disturbing the public with their cellular device during class time. Thankfully, this miscreant was reported by a responsible, law-abiding citizen who sent us their text message conversations with the suspect. Zora knows we could use more law-abiding citizens like that in our country. Not like these dog-nabbed phone texters. Why don't they watch TV like the rest of us?
Sounds like an old man angry at all the cell phone users. Yelling at the cloud. Okay, so unfortunately that case took 4 hours, which is way longer than it should have. I'm also not sure if this is the last. We've unlocked all the chapters, and now it's talking about self-joining. Interesting. I still don't understand anything. Okay. I'm debating whether I should continue today or leave this till next week. Maybe I will, because I don't know how long this case will take. And again, I could also end up going down a rabbit hole and getting stuck for a long time. And I don't know. I feel like this stream has been kind of scuffed because of the, me being muted. I don't know how long I was muted. I'm going to have to check the VOD for that. And I'm kind of getting kind of low energy here, unfortunately. So I think, actually, I think I'm going to call it quits here. I do have actually a busy day tomorrow. So, yeah. Sorry about this. I thought not the most exciting case. I think you probably just watched me sort of like flounder around exploring things that that weren't relevant. And I'm also not entirely clear on what happened, because if we can read our notes here. Like, okay, yeah, so it's Jay Meister. However, there's a whole other bunch of actors here with Grinch. I guess maybe, they're not the one. The police department's only cared about the person who did the action. They don't care about any of the other people colluding to make that murder happen. And it's also not clear because Biggin was the only one with a big enough donation to obtain the dagger. But how did he did he just give the dagger to Jay Meister afterward? Like, there's some holes here where it's. I wish maybe they cleared that up, or maybe I missed the information completely and I just didn't find it. But yeah. You can see right here, there's a lot of like George Wrenchman. Like, that to me seems I think this sort of stuff I think was purposely put there to throw people off. Because I think maybe someone would have taken this information and tried to search for all the Georges in the renters database or something. But yeah, I don't know. That case, I'm not sure. It was a toughie, but not in a good way, I'll have to say. But yeah. Okay, so that's going to be it for today's stream. And also for streams for the rest of the week. I'll be just taking a bit of a break. I do have some shorts uploaded and queued up they'll come out later in the week, so you can at least enjoy those. And then I guess next week I will come back to Database Detective and finish off. I don't know how many. This seems like the last case, I think. Maybe, or it might be the second to last case. It's not entirely clear, but. Yeah, hopefully those cases I'll do that. So probably early next week, I'll have one stream of this to try to finish this game. And then on the Thursday, on the 6th, we'll start Sovereign Tower. So yeah. If you want notifications on when we'll be going live, the best way is to follow me on my Blue Sky account or join my Discord server. The links for those are below in my Twitch page. And yeah, again, sorry for the scuff for this stream. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.